Hey everybody, Jeff aka GCurse here. Welcome to the June 20th, 2023 replay of the Hasbro Transformers Fanstream. This is actually recorded on the 21st of June, so basically the next day. The reason I'm doing a replay like this is I actually did a live covering of it as it was being shown on YouTube. But when you basically are doing it live, you don't get a chance to really kind of pause it and give your more detailed thoughts. So I thought I would do this replay also just so you guys could, hear what I have to say. I know it's not many, but I just feel it'll give me a chance to give more in-depth thoughts, basically. But as always, I thought I would share basically what I hoped to have seen, but since this is a replay, I'll still show you guys what I was hoping to have heard about this episode, or this fan stream. I was once again, it's the same thing I've been kind of mentioning before. Like I wanted to hear them actually talk about some of the issues that Hasbro has been having getting these figures out to the consumers and everything. So basically, distribution issues, quality control issues, restock issues, the size of the product lines. I wanted to really know what the name of the next product line was going to be. I've been hearing that it's supposed to be referred to as like Legacy Uni, could be short for Legacy Universe. But like I said in the live recording of this, I actually like the name Revolution a lot better than Universe. I'm pretty sure Universe would have been a good use for the next trilogy of releases that they plan on doing starting in 2020, late 2025, late 2024, early 2025. I just don't think Universe matches the aesthetic of what they've been going with over the last couple years with the Legacy line. I was actually hoping to have heard more about more Insecticons. We got Ransack as part of the a Buzzworthy Bumblebee 4-pack, The Creatures Collide, last summer. And then I was hoping to actually hear more about Triggercons and Triggerbots. All we got so far from the very first, back in Legacy was, was Crankcase. I don't know why, but Hasbro for some reason feels the need to take, subgroups. So like say Insecticons, for example, and then you got the Triggercons, the Pretenders, and they just seem to break them up amongst several product lines. So like Legacy, Legacy Evolution, and then Legacy Universe, basically. And I do not like that idea because the fact is, like, we're at the end. We're approaching the end of the Legacy series now. We're gonna have Legacy Universe coming out pretty damn soon. That means if they were going to have the rest of the Trigger Cons, that they're going to have to try to cram those two figures somewhere in Legacy Universe. I don't see them doing that. So they're going to have to, whatever the next trilogy of figures, product lines that they're going to be releasing, the Trigger Cons will be a part of that, hopefully. The issue is, as you can see with Power of the Primes and then War for Cybertron Siege, the figures had a really big uptick in quality, in my opinion. Now, when I say quality, I'm not just talking about QC. I'm talking about like the visual. They just looked a lot better visually from the Power of the Primes figures. So I'm worried that whatever the next trilogy is going to be, that those figures will be a major step up from the Legacy figures, just like how War for Cybertron, that series was a step up from the Combiner trilogy. That's what I'm trying to say. But like I said, this is a replay. I already know what there is, but these are what I was originally hoping to hear from. But we did not get any of these things, with the exception of Bombshell. So basically, they're finishing out the Insecticons at least. But we still have a whole bunch of other less known Insecticons that we could hopefully see in the near future. But When I return with the next portion of this replay, it will be the reveal, so you'll be seeing all that, so stay tuned and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Up next, we have the product reveals. Basically, this is a portion of the show, basically, where, I'm going to give my thoughts about what they reveal. Like I said, I already saw the, speaking of that, thanks for reminding me, Jeff. There we go, bing, and then I gotta, because since I already saw this is actually a replay. There you go. There you go. So, like I said, I'm just going to give my thoughts more in depth about what it is that they're showing off. And the first thing that they're actually going to show is the Rise of the Beast Transformers. And I want to go out on record, because I've made it known I do not like the Rise of the Beast movie. I do not plan on seeing it. And it's kind of two reasons, really. Well, one reason regarding the movie, and then one reason why I'm not buying any of the fucking figures, okay? The reason I'm not seeing the movie is I've always felt that these fucking Michael Bay movies, I know that this one doesn't have Michael Bay in it, but all the fucking Michael Bay movies, the Transformers took a back seat to the humans in a movie called Transformers. That's what really just upsets me. It always seems like fucking the Transformers always seem to be the one, the group, that takes a backseat to fucking petty human drama. I forked out numerous dollars. I don't go to the theaters anymore, but numerous dollars back when the Transformers first came out in theaters. That's the cartoon, the Michael Bay movies. I forked out a shit ton of money because I wanted to see an hour and a half of robots just fucking fighting. And with the exception of the smattering of Transformers fighting in the first Michael Bay movie, it was just fucking Shia LaBeouf and his fucking, his character's parents, and all the other shit. I don't give a flying fuck about human drama. If I wanted human drama, I'd look outside. I go to movies so I don't have to fucking experience that shit. I wanted to see not humans, I wanted to see robots fight for an hour and a half. But it always seems to be like that. The only live action Transformers movie I actually enjoyed was Bumblebee. And the main reason I enjoyed that movie was the opening sequence. It actually got me a little bit hyped. Yes, there was, some Transformers fighting throughout that movie, but it seemed to have a higher emphasis. Yes, we had humans and all their drama shit, but it seems like the ratio of Transformers fighting to human bullshit was way back into the favor of the Transformers. So that's why, I am not going to see this movie, or the Rise of the Beast, because it seems, from what I've seen from the fucking trailers, we're back to fucking Michael Bay garbage again. Some mysterious object, apparently, possibly, could be, I don't give a flying fuck, is, the universe hangs on the need for this one object, and apparently some human is the only one that can access it, similar to fucking Sam Witwicky, or whatever the fuck his name was, with the All-Spark, and then the Matrix and all that. No, I'm done with fucking human bullshit in these movies. So that's why I'm not fucking seeing Rise of the Beast, because it may have a different director and all that, but it's still the same fucking blueprint that Michael Bay that he made famous. I swear to fucking Christ that Michael Bay was the poison for this franchise. Okay, enough of that rant. The other reason why I'm not buying the toys, number one, because they look like fucking shit. And I'm not saying that because I hate Beast Wars. I love Beast Wars. Hell, I got 2+ shelves in the other room filled with Beast Wars figures. No, I say that those figures look like fucking shit because they are fucking shit. So that's another reason why I'm not buying those. Also, I'm already putting out anywhere between $20 to $40 based on the class of the figure that they're currently releasing for Legacy and fucking Studio Series. I am not going to fork out another shit ton of money for figures that should not be released during this cycle. If they wanted to release these figures, they should have done it in between the 3-year cycles for the main line. It's a known fact since Combiner Wars. It's every 3 years that these product lines, are dedicated. Combiner Wars, 3 years. War for Cybertron trilogy, 3 years. Legacy series, 3 years. You're telling me that Hasbro could not have fucking worked this goddamn movie in between the two cycles? If they did, then, like say in between Legacy and whatever the next fucking 3-year series is going to be, have a year be dedicated just to fucking Rise of the Beast. If they did that, then I may have actually bought some of those figures if I really wanted to. But there is no way in fucking hell that I am going to buy Rise of the Beast when there's also Legacy, Studio Series, Earthspark, Bumble. No, that's like fucking 5. No, fuck off, Hasbro. Stop being fucking greedy. And then to top it off, the shit that they're releasing for Legacy is horribly underwhelming. When I say underwhelming, I'm talking about the sheer amount of weight we're getting. No, it's underwhelming because they're fucking diverting resources from Legacy to goddamn Bumblebee, Buzzworthy Bumblebee, Earthspark, Rise of the Beast, and to a lesser extent, Studio Series. Fuck no. I am not going to do that anymore. Hasbro can go get fucked for all I care. Okay, but those are the reasons why I am not buying the figures or watching the movie. Don't like it? Too fucking bad. Okay, so let's get on with the replay of the fan stream, shall we? Okay, this is muted because right now it is literally just music. Here, I'll even show you. Oh my god. Okay, there you go. This is one complaint that I have about, what Hasbro does. I highly doubt that they make it sound like this is live. What we watched was live. I fucking highly doubt that it was live. If these things were fucking live, then I'm the goddamn president of the United States. Anyway, there is no now this video I downloaded. I downloaded it straight from YouTube. This video is a total of, let's see here, 1 hour 4 minutes 19 seconds. The goddamn this opening scene here lasts for over 11 fucking minutes. Like I said, I do not think that this video was live when they aired it on YouTube before I was able to download it. I think that they just decided to be a bunch of dicks and make the people wait. I think that these things are pre-recorded. Most likely they are. There is no goddamn reason to literally make the viewers wait for a pre-recorded fucking fan stream. No, the reason that they do shit like that is to push the shit that you're seeing right now. You can scan this shit. Here's this other shit. It's a glorified fucking commercial. Like this. Pulse Premium. It's an advertisement instead of actually fucking getting to the point that everybody came to see this fucking shit. No, we're gonna be bombarded with 11 fucking minutes of goddamn useless fucking commercials. I'm halfway expecting this. What does this have to fucking do with Transformers right here? The answer is it doesn't. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm halfway expecting in a year or two that this segment's going to last like 20 fucking minutes, and we're gonna see everything from fucking G Fuel to fucking Manscaped to all those other fucking useless parasite companies that the fucking YouTube creators will fucking whore themselves out for. Attached to this fucking video. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fast forward. Okay. Look, it's literally the same thing. They cannot even fucking... There it goes. There's the countdown. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, now since this is a replay, I'll be stopping more periodically. During the live stream, I could, when they were supposed to be live, all I could really do is just mute it, and it's a different thing trying to do these opinion pieces when it's live because you're all constantly on the move. Whereas if it's if it's recorded like this and downloaded, I can just pause it and give you my thoughts.
Hey Transformers fans, thanks for joining us for another Hasbro Pulse fan stream. We're super excited to be here. I'm joined today by my good friends, Mark and Evan. Hey guys.
Hello.
So we have a lot of stuff to talk about.
It could have been a lot more. I'm going to go out on record and say it could have been a lot more. By them saying we got a lot of stuff, keep in mind some of this stuff has already been mentioned in the May 16th. And then let's see here, when was it? Here, May 16th. And then they also did the April 4th. A lot of the shit has been already mentioned. Such as the bombshell or, what was another one that was? The Trash Master. So when they say we got a lot of stuff, they may be a lot of stuff, but it's stuff we're already aware of. I'd prefer a lot of new stuff. A lot of new stuff to actually give me a reason to fucking dole out more money.
Today. We're sure everybody went out and saw Rise of the Beast. We were number one.
Not me. I love that. I love how they're just arbitrarily just being judgmental of us. Oh, we're sure you all went out. Fuck no! Fuck no! No. Fuck no. I may go watch Bumblebee again if it's on fucking Hulu. Or Transformers 86 on YouTube if it still hasn't been banned because somebody illegally uploaded it. But I'm not gonna fucking watch Rise of the Beast. You can go get fucked.
One movie opening weekend. Thank you so much to everyone who went out and saw it. We all got a chance to go to the premiere in Brooklyn, really feel that Brooklyn energy and be there with...
Okay, pics or didn't happen. I want fucking pictures or didn't happen. You can say that you went there, and odds are he may have went there. But then again, he could also be saying that because these guys are given a fucking bullet point list of things to say from Hasbro. Probably the first bullet point was talk about Rise of the Beast, say that you were there, lie if you need a lie. But make sure you fucking make the viewers know of Rise of the Beast.
The stars and get a chance to go and do something fun as a team, so that was great. Yeah. Thank you to all. So, talking Rise of the Beast, we clearly have some more Rise of the Beast Studio Series toys. This first one we're going to show you finally the real version of. We revealed the renders, breakout character of the movie if you haven't seen or know yet, none other than our Porsche license. Okay,
and like I said, I do not hate, against what people think, I do not hate the I'm not talking about the higher-ups at Hasbro, the CEOs. I fucking hate the CEOs. Those people are the ones that have been fucking this product line over for decades. I actually appreciate the people who design these things, although I think that they try to emphasize too much who it is that does these things. I go to work for 7.5 hours a day. Wish it could be 8 hours, but my fucking employer doesn't give me 8 hours a day. I go to work 7.5 hours a day. I do my job. I come home. I don't expect a fucking ticker tape day parade because I'm just doing my fucking job. Their way of saying thank you is giving me a fucking paycheck. I do not expect to go to work and go, hey, Jeff, that guy who's doing that, that's Jeff. No, because I'm there to make a fucking paycheck. I don't need my ego stroked, and that's what it feels kind of like when it comes to these guys constantly saying, "Oh, this guy developed this guy developed that." If he wasn't getting fucking paid, he wouldn't be doing this shit free.
It's Mirage.
Yeah, we'll try not to do any spoilers.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm sure people are still
There's
trying
still some
to go
people that
see.
definitely haven't seen it, so
sure.
we're gonna try to not spoil for you, but let's definitely look at the toys. So
Okay, so we are covering for Sam today, because this is one of the items that he worked on. So Mirage is a 1994 Porsche 964911 RS 3.8.
Okay, I'm kind of curious. Granted, we do once in a while, and the non live action movies have licensed vehicles. The latest one I can recall is the the Optimus Prime Volvo. That's not live action. That's kind of like, I guess you could say it's like kind of G1, what do you want to call it? Or even like the, if I remember correctly, I think the latest Jurassic Park crossover, the ones that's coming out in September, I think that they have a licensed vehicle. I think it's a Jeep. But why the fuck is it that the live action fuckfest seem to get the licensed vehicles, and 99% of the time the non live action fuckfest don't get the same kind of honor that the live action does? I would like to see a Porsche, kind of in an animated form, like from Studio Series 86 or something. Why don't we get fucking licensed vehicles across the board? Why is it only the motherfucking live action that gets that special treatment?
Vehicle modified for use in the film.
nailed it.
I love how he has his arm cannon. That's a nice little feature there. That
Really, that's all the guy. I love how he has his arm cannon. Okay, can you tell us more? Besides some of the things that they say sometimes seem to be so fucking generic. He has an arm cannon. Yeah, we can see that. What else is it about this figure that you actually like? Give us specifics.
that looks good. I mean, the Porsche is obviously ridiculous. That's a licensed Porsche, correct?
Yep.
Oh my god, you can tell that this is a bullet point right here. It's a Porsche. I like this. It's a Porsche. Probably bullet point number 2. Make sure you motherfuckers mention that this is a Porsche. Porsche wants to hear their name said at least 5 times during this segment.
Licensed
Licensed Porsche.
Absolutely everything on it is painted silver to match that, just the metallic silver look in the film. Looks fantastic. The only thing that we have to talk about with Mirage is that we are updating the deco on his face to better match the movie.
Yes.
When this figure was in development, it was based off of concept art that we had at the time, and then
Okay, so this is what I was kind of upset about that. They were talking about the concept art back the April 16th, or May 16th. It was May 16th. The last fan stream. They couldn't show any fucking concept art when it came to Trashmaster. They were so fucking lazy. It was a black screen with Trashmaster, Evil Fusion underneath it. Why can't you show any fucking concept art?
obviously things move and shift slightly. So
Always.
yeah, we'll be adding a bit more blue to his face. Yeah, things like that.
And the blue actually really pops on that vehicle mode as well.
Absolutely.
Who had worked on this at Takara Tomy? Do we know?
I don't
We
know,
don't really
actually.
know. We don't really know.
We'll have to give the shout out when
Okay, I know people are probably hearing this saying, "Oh my god, this guy's a fucking asshole," and good. You think I'm an asshole? Good. Why the fuck do they think that we care who made this figure? Why do they think that we give 2 flying fucks? They get their paycheck. They're not doing this shit for free. I don't go to bed at night saying, "Oh my god, that the Megatron Transmetal 2 from Legacy Evolution. Oh my gosh, I wonder who it was that made that. Fuck no, I don't do that shit. Why the fuck do they think that we need to be hearing who it is that made these figures? Are they wanting us to send fucking flowers? Fuck no. They got my money. That's my thank you.
I'm sure Sam will when he does his post about how he worked on all of this.
Yes.
To be sure, follow him. I'm sure everybody already is on social media. Sam will definitely give you the down low
sure.
on this when he gets a chance. So, this item will be available for pre-order today. We'll go through all of that at the end, but you will get a chance to pre-order Mirage Deluxe class. I don't think we actually said what size he was. Clearly fits into scale with, Bumblebee and the other vehicles in the line. So we couldn't only talk about Mirage. There was another breakout character from the film, I think, at least for me, mainly because I think this person really got a chance to come into his own as Primal from the last time he voiced Primal. So let's show off leader class, Optimus Primal.
Primal was my favorite
I really enjoyed
the movie. I think
without giving away how important he was.
Of course. But I mean, you can just you feel the presence as soon as he hits the screen, especially in those speakers.
He does a fantastic job.
He does.
He really does.
There's some great back and forth with him and Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously, huge Beast War fans, I think all of us, so it was great to kind of see him on screen. But yeah, so this is leader class Optimus Primal. Worked on this with Shoot.
Okay, I really hope that this is just like a prototype, because this is another thing I fucking hate about Michael Bay movie. That his take on Transformers is 99% of them were either not really colored that well. Well, that's basically about it. The only ones I knew for sure who they were based on their coloring was Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, because they had their normal colors. The rest also looked like fucking shit. They were Michael Bay's interpretation of what he wanted them to look like. The only other one I figured out was Megatron, and that was simply because I heard the guy's name said enough. Like, okay, that guy over there, that's Megatron. But then there was a whole bunch of others. Who the fuck is that? Who is that helicopter? Who is that jet? It's like, it fucking drove me nuts. And I hope that that this is just like some sort of concept or prototype. Because to me, this isn't fucking... I know this is live action, but to me, I'm used to Beast Wars Optimus Primal having color and everything. This guy looks like he's all gray, and I don't understand how people can fucking like that.
And after seeing the movie, because this was also based off of early concept art in CAD, we're going to be darkening him slightly in final production.
So you're darkening him. How about you give it like a little... Because didn't his faceplate that he could retract sometimes, didn't it have like a blue outline where the mouth would be sometimes? The Optimus Primal was not just fucking gray and dark colors. That's why like I said, that's another reason why I don't buy the figures, because I don't know who the fuck some of these figures are. Mirage, yeah, he had a little bit of blue on him. The Mirage from the cartoon also had a little bit of blue. I'm sorry, I'm going off topic here. I'm just going on to a rant. Let's continue on.
So right now, he's just a little too light compared to how he showed up in the film. But there's a lot of cool stuff here.
It comes with the transwarp key, which is awesome. Without giving anything away about the movie,
that's
clearly
right.
Something that you need to,
The
I think it's
MacGuffin.
the first transwarp key toy thing. It comes in 2 pieces.
I wonder why.
Congratulations. They're going to give you guys an accessory that breaks into 2 pieces. You're going to lose half of that. I'll make you a bet that at least 10 to 15 collectors are going to lose half of that transwarp key, and then they're going to have to go back and buy another fucking Optimus Primal just so they can get that motherfucker re-assimilated, or not re-assimilated, basically put back together,
Something, maybe. I mean, this weapon he comes with is just like over the top compared to like his Beast Wars version, right?
It is, and it's like we had the CAD for it, and so clearly it was intended to be in the film, and then the chain was not in the film.
Oh.
So it's just one of those things.
I mean, it's a cool accessory for everybody.
Exactly. So I guess let's start talking about the Beast mode just a little bit. So obviously he has his 8 mode. He's very posable. Because he is leader scale, he has like fantastic articulation to the point where he has the butterfly hinges, so he can do like the very iconic chest beating that all gorillas do. His mouth opens. He's got articulated fingers. Yeah,
he's got all the things.
He's got all the things.
It was always one of those, like when we started developing it, like Primal has been a Voyager per se, like with Kingdom, right? And we're like, nope, has to be a leader. Here's why. We got to do all these things. Plus, he's just big. Monstrous in the movie. Like, I mean, all the beasts are right there.
I love how you have the nice weapon storage on the back, though, in Beast mode. That's kind of a nice little hint there. I like that. I like the way that looks, actually.
And he also comes with, because we couldn't fit it into the Voyager Optimus Prime, he comes with the axe for Optimus Prime.
I'm pretty sure they could have fitted it in somehow. Even if they couldn't actually find a way for the body to store it. How many times have we gotten accessories for our Transformers that there was no way for the Transformer to actually hold that fucking accessory? Don't say that you couldn't. You could. You just chose not to.
Wow,
Perfect.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
It was like we had a little bit of room left in the tool. And it's like, is there another accessory you want to add in? And it's like, oh, we couldn't fit this in before for that Voyager Optimus Prime. So let's get that.
Is it iconic to the movie?
I mean, just a little bit, maybe.
Let's talk about this robot mode because
Yeah.
that face sculpt is outstanding.
Yeah, it came out very well, I think. And actually, let's also just get the chain.
Even the sculpted texture. I mean, obviously coming off of Kingdom, we got that treatment nailed, and it really does carry throughout this character right here.
Yeah, it always helps when we get like the movie CAD and we can be like, okay, we can use PVC molds on that, and that it turned out fantastic.
So good.
Yeah, but what's also really nice is when we take some of these characters and we bump them up, it's so that we can do the best versions of them.
Yep.
So there's no hollow joints in this character. Like he's thick and all over.
There shouldn't be any hollow joint or hollow pieces at all, for any figure. There just shouldn't be. It's Hasbro cutting corners, basically.
It's just nice. But then you also get like this fun like chain accessory that hinges any and every way. So he can fling it around and like all that stuff.
I can't wait to see the pictures when everybody gets this
I
in
just
hand.
hear the voice in my head. I want to play with the toy, and like I can't wait to get the actual film so I can just have the toy with me watching the film.
Yep,
You know what I
yep.
mean?
It's going to be so good.
Yeah, but the axe can also attach to the chain as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
sick.
so-
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's
You
just
can go full on like crazy medieval, just whipping around your
Yeah.
axe. That's going to be
Everything's
fun.
5mm port system. That was
5mm,
3mm,
3mm,
3mm.
yeah.
Our
So it's
usual
like-
system.
yeah.
That's
We bounce
compatible
between 'em.
throughout.
All
Yeah,
right, so
good time.
that's going to do it for new Rise of the Beast reveal today. We're not done with Rise of the Beast reveals by any means. We have some new stuff that we'll be showing off at Comic-Con, so come join Evan and I. We'll be there at Comic-Con doing our panel on Thursday. That was officially announced on the site this past week, I think, for the Comic-Con site.
if not breaking news.
Yeah, it's not breaking news. And also, we have more Rise of the Beast going in 2024. I've already covered that on a podcast a few weeks.
See, this is what I was talking about. If they had a plan for the Rise of the Beast figures, why did they not just kind of move the movie and move these figures between the mainline, the releases of the next mainline trilogies? I would have been willing to wait a year between the Legacy series on whatever the next fucking series is going to be, or the next trilogy. I would be willing to have waited a year to give another line something, to give them time to sell another line. But like I said, number one, the figures, I just don't like the way the figures look. They look like shit. They still reek of the fucking Michael Bay, of his concepts. I swear to God, we're going to be dealing with the taint of Michael Bay for decades to come when it comes to live action Transformers. But I would have been at least willing, if the figures look decent, I would have been willing to buy some of these figures during that 1 year, between the main, the other trilogies. But no, we gotta get them all out. We gotta flood the market. We gotta create so much fucking fatigue amongst the fandom that they're gonna be just fucking burned out. Why? Because we need more money. Fuck you, give me more money. But like I said, I am not gonna buy any of these things. I'm being nice on showing this portion because if I just showed like the stuff I like, this would be a small fucking video.
Weeks ago, probably about a month ago or so now, that we're not done. There's clearly more characters to do from this film. Again, thank you to everyone who's gone out and seen it. For anybody who hasn't had a chance to pick up the first wave of stuff, as well as Rhinox, head on over to Hasbro Pulse.
No thanks, I got my Kingdom Rhinox. I'm happy with him.
Clearly, Wave 1 is up there. You get your Bumblebee, your Cheetor, your Air Razor, your RC, your Freezer. And then those are available now,
good.
right?
The film is so good. This film is just like...
Here's another bullet point. Talk about the fucking movie. Hype up the movie. We need more fucking money. If you motherfuckers want to keep your job, you better fucking hype this motherfucking movie up. Make it sound like it's the next fucking coming of Christ.
Like really won me over quite a bit, and I just can't wait to get all the toys. I can't wait to get to the whole squad.
And then you still get a chance to pre-order Rhinox if you haven't yet, so you can build out your Beast collection once you see the movie if you haven't. Clearly amazing. I love all of these. These are fun. We've done a great job.
I'm happy to hear that.
So, we have another new reveal today. This one being a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, shifting from Studio Series. We're going to take a little journey to the world of Legacy, but not Legacy and stuff we've pipeline revealed yet. We have a fun... I actually think this is like a perfect gift item, right? If you have a kid who you're trying to get into Transformers, but they're not into the ready to be the crazy, highly articulated toys that we do, our core class is great for that.
Okay, I know you can't really see it that well. I mentioned this yesterday when I did the live, reaction. That thing on the top of Optimus Prime, it looks like a fucking pumpkin. I'm not sure why, but it looks like, well, it's shaped like a pumpkin, but I'm not sure what exactly it's supposed to. I think it may be part of the Energon axe. That now that I see it, but it looks like he has a fucking pumpkin sitting on the top of the cabin.
And we kind of came up with an idea. Evan, I should say, kind of came up with an idea and pitched it to all of us. He's like, Core Class Optimus Prime needs a trailer, and the Core Class Optimus Prime trailer needs to fit Bumblebee. And we need to make this fun little G1 playset that everybody's going to go get. So we were like, Pulse, this is a great place. We wanted to do something fun, perfect gift item. So Core Class Optimus Prime Bumblebee playset. Let's talk about it.
And then it suddenly appeared. It wasn't just me. I know Mark and I had talked about it quite a bit. Where it's just like
Once you saw that Core Optimus Prime, and we did release that Bumblebee once in the Target program, I believe.
And we only used it once.
We only used it. It's so they look.
Okay, I think I actually have that figure. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this and I'll be right back because I want to make sure if this is the same one that I have. Hold on, right back. Okay, I'm back. So basically, I thought that this was that figure, but it's not. I got this thing. It was from Target. It was one of the Bumblebee, buzzworthy Bumblebee figures. It came with I think this came with that. Was it Daniel Witwicky or Spike Witwicky? I can't recall. But this motherfucker alone kind of made me almost not want to buy any more buzzworthy Bumblebee items. I don't buy them as much as I do the mainline stuff, but oh my god, I am so fucking underwhelmed with this figure. I thought that this was different though. But yeah, so let me get a little bit closer. You probably can't see it anyway. But yeah. This thing is garbage. I mean, I can't even get the damn thing to tab properly, so the top constantly disengages, and it's a fucking mess. But it was because of this figure, I was like, almost, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not buying another goddamn buzzworthy Bumblebee figure. I'm glad to see that I was made wrong a little bit when it came to like some of the latest stuff that they've been doing. But yeah, like I said, this guy almost sent me screaming away from that product line.
So good together.
Yeah.
Such a cool micro scale, basically.
Yes. I mean, animation scale wise, Bumblebee should only be up to about his thighs. But yeah.
True.
I mean, but it's core class. These are fantastic desk toys. So, I mean, what we've taken here is we've given him an appropriately sized trailer for alt mode. I know sometimes we get harped on for making the trailer a little small. This time, it's a chunky boy, and that's because...
Why couldn't we get a chunky boy for leader class? I think it was leader class. Optimus Prime from Earthrise.
It is made to fit core class Bumblebee. Inside the trailer, you get everything that like the G1 toy and animation came.
You got a roller in there.
Yeah,
really on point with the inside.
That's another thing that fucking pissed me off. Is the fact that leader class Earthrise Optimus Prime did not come with roller. I had to get a goddamn roller from the Centurion weapon pack. There is no reason why that there was not a roller included with Earthrise Optimus Prime.
You've got roller who can roll around. You can also... I'm sorry, Optimus.
That's all right. That's okay. Now, does the roller actually fit into the trailer as well?
I mean, he's always in there. Roller can actually also pull the trailer if he needs to.
Yes,
so
you know I wanted that.
Yeah, it's like a playset in a box. You literally can do a G1 episode with this set.
Yep, you can pull the trailer. If you want, you can take the Medi drone.
It's a little launcher, a little tank.
Auto launcher. That's his name. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah.
You can attach him to roller as well, so they can
I love that blue on him too. He looks good.
Yeah.
You even got the Energon axis.
Yep, the Energon axe is there, so obviously this can also stand to do the repair bay motion.
That's right.
Yeah, we tried to. So we worked on this with Itoku-san. This is one of the last things that we worked on together before he moved on to Master.
See, this is what I was talking about earlier, where we worked on this with this. No one cares. No one cares. We do not buy the figures thinking, oh, gee, I would like to thank the person who bought this. No. Our money that we give to Hasbro is our way of saying thanks. I don't go to bed at night going, oh my god, thank you, whoever it was that made fucking the goddamn Evolution Optimus Primal from Power of the Primes. I don't go to bed thanking that person because my money did the thanking.
Masterpiece.
And this is a mini masterpiece.
This is a mini
here.
masterpiece.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is great. All right, so let's recap. First 3 items we've shown you today, all available for pre-order today. Hasbro Pulse and other fine toy establishments at 1 p.m. Eastern. So again, Studio Series Deluxe Mirage, Studio Series Leader Optimus Primal, and then your Hasbro Pulse exclusive available only at Hasbro Pulse. Today at 1 p.m. Eastern is this Core Class Legacy Evolution Optimus Prime Bumblebee playset, gift set. Just Core Class is doing great. Everybody really tells us how much they love it. We wanted,
scale.
It's fun, it's easy. You can put out the whole collection. It's all A-tier characters. It's fun. It's
This is a must-have for me. I'm definitely going to be harassing you guys for extra copies of this.
Perfect. All right. So, sticking with Legacy, we pipelined Legacy Wave 4. Last time Evan and I were on.
Oh,
So
that's right.
We
That's
covered
right.
all the
Little
characters.
sneaky peeky.
Little sneak peek to let everybody know who was coming. So let's do, first, we're going to do Shadow Striker. Let's go.
Oh, all right. Dive in.
Okay, I don't know anything about this figure. Was this figure also on the oh god, I can't recall. Oh god, I can't recall what it was. It was like a CG little mini series. It's like a Bumblebee. I can't recall what the name is now. Fuck. But oh god, it was like a Frankensteinish. There was like different parts that made up this Transformer, that Shockwave. Cyberverse Adventures, Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures, or some shit like that. So that's my only way. If this is the same character or something, or the same name, that's the only way I remember that figure, is because, like I said, I was not in the actively in the collecting market during the early 2000s. I was there in G1 and Beast Wars. I took a break, and then I came back towards the middle part of the Combiner Wars trilogy. But so I think this is that figure. It's just a different model. But I like this figure. I like how the roof can be used as a shield. It's the same thing that they did with Earthrise, Ratchet, and Ironhide.
Right in here.
So Deluxe Class Shadow Striker. This one needed a little bit longer development time, so it got pushed waves, right? So we're yeah.
It did. Worked on this with Tomo-san, and then Hasui-san came in from Takara and just really blew our minds on this. So as you know, Shadow Striker was more or less a standout character from our Cyberverse series. A lot of people loved her, and so did I. And she has that little kind of gimmick in the Cyberverse series where she's almost like an amalgamation of parts.
Okay, and that's what I was kind of talking about, how it was like a Frankenstein.
To lean into that. So the first direction of this was to kind of do the original Shadow Striker, which appeared, I think, in the Universe line. I believe
It was an exclusive.
It was an exclusive.
Yeah,
that's right.
It might have been a convention exclusive with Roulette, I think.
With Roulette, and it was based off of that Sideburn mold from the 2001 Robots in Disguise series. So something like that mold, which was the original, like, kind of first iteration of your Shadow Striker. So since this is Legacy, we kind of looked at that mold and was just like, how do we kind of combine that original? How do we put it together? And it was very, very difficult, as all of these mixtures of worlds kind of end up being. But I think Hasui-san really, really nailed it. I mean, She has her blaster weapon that also actually alts as a dagger. She has these cool like door panels that are almost like a cape in the back.
I was looking at that. That's really freaking cool.
Yeah, when you get this in hand, you're really gonna love her because there's a lot of cool like transformation attributes here that are really nice, and then the shield. That's also the car roof. The car roof is actually the car itself is very sleek. We tried to keep the front as the concept art from the Cyberverse series.
Okay, before somebody says something, normally, I've been told that, because of my views and everything, that I'm, basically, like, because I like G1, that's all I really care about. And I made it known that, yeah, I like G1, but if I see a figure that is not G1 specifically, I will buy that figure. I have the I think it's called Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime. It was from Siege. I don't know anything about that version of Optimus Prime, but I like the way it looks, so I grabbed it. This is another one of those. I don't know that much about this character, but I like the figure, so I'm going to buy the figure. Just because somebody likes Generation 1 doesn't mean that they should be lumped in as being some sort of elitist.
Her deco on the head really came out amazing.
I love the face
the sculpt on the face. It's just that like the monocle eye.
It's very Cyberverse. Like nailed it. Like getting it all blended together.
That is correct.
I love how sleek she is, especially when we're talking about that original figure. That sideburn mold had so much kibble. And this is just, it's very sleek, and I want to play with it.
Yeah, it's definitely like one of those really highly articulated legacy toys that you really can get this thing in some wild poses. Yeah, you really do enjoy it. I actually, I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited for everyone to get their hands on her.
So the rest of the stream could just be about her.
Could be. Well, let's not do that. We have.
Okay.
I think our next one is going to be pretty exciting too. We're going to stick with Deluxe for.
That's actually something that I'm normally not a fan of. This one guy, the guy with the on the far right here. I'm not really a fan of this guy because if I remember correctly, this is the same host that kind of downplayed the significance of Megatron in the Transformers lore. Basically, it happened back on the May 16th the fan stream. But this guy actually has said something that kind of made me think, just now. I would be willing, like if they broke these up like into like little 10-minute segments, like I'm not talking like right now, but like say like every day they have like a 10-minute segment or something, or even every other day that is dedicated to one figure. I would actually watch that if I could, because I figure it'd be nicer to have like 10 minutes where it could be just dedicated to one figure than have like an hour-long video where you have to constantly keep kind of moving through the product line. That way you can get everything shown. I'd be more willing to just see, like, say, like, next Monday, whatever the next Optimus Prime is, or whatever the next Starscream is, or even some Trigger Cons or Trigger Bots. But I'd like it if they just had, like, a 10-minute video, 10-minute stream or video that they can even just upload to YouTube without it being a stream. And they could literally just talk about this figure, and if they wanted to, what went into making this figure, and this figure's their place in the history of Transformers. I would actually like something like that. Nothing wrong with this format, the hour-long format. It's not even an hour, but nothing wrong with these longer videos that they like to do. But like I said, it's just that they're constantly kind of having to move from A to B to C to D to E. And you don't really get to know that much. I would like to know a lot more about Shadow Striker, but like I said, because they got to constantly move, they're not going to give us the rich, in-depth history that I'm sure that they could. Whereas if they literally had it dedicated to like one video itself.
Minute. We have started. We've done some Insecticons right so far this year.
Just a few.
I think maybe there's one more for the original trio. Everybody's.
Okay, here we go with Bombshell. I was actually hoping that they were going to release some more Insecticons, but basically they're not. This is going to be the last Insecticon for this year. I was really hoping for more because of the fact that we got Ransack from last summer during the Creatures Collide 4-pack from Buzzworthy Bumblebee.
When he turns into the insect, he's purple again. It's like, where did it go?
Where did purple go?
Yeah.
But
no, I feel you.
on the toy, I just had to stick with the purple, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe in a future release, maybe we could do the all charcoal version, but like this was obviously the bombshell that everybody wants. You know what I mean? And also, we did open up the canopy a little bit as well, because that is accurate to the series as well, the way it looks. And so I thought that was kind of beholden. The thing about the Insecticons here that I love that's updated from the G1 verse is they actually do have back legs that alt as like little blasters, and they're on 5mm ports. So this guy's actually weaponed out pretty well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I thought that was like a really nice nod to put it.
Okay, I mentioned this during the live reaction of this when they had it yesterday. I'm wondering exactly how hard it's going to be to find this figure. I'm hoping that they're going to kind of realize, oh shit, we fucked up with shrapnel. We should make this guy, mass produce this figure a lot, kind of like what they did with Kickback. Kickback was so produced to the point that sometimes it was like shelf warming. But you're always guaranteed to at least find a fucking Kickback. Shrapnel, I never even fucking found a Shrapnel out in the wild. I ended up having to order one straight from Amazon. It should be, let's see here, where is it at right now? It should be coming in on Friday. But let's see here, is there any updates? It's in Portland right now. It's in Portland, so hopefully, I'm hoping that'll arrive tomorrow, because it shouldn't take another fucking day for it to get from Portland to here. But so, like I said, I had to order it from Amazon, and then I had to pay double than what it was, like $50, and then it's like $50 with taxes, so it's like almost $55, something like that. You should not have to do that for the mainline figures. I would understand having to order it exclusively from Amazon or Hasbro if it was like, say, Generation Select or something that wasn't part of the main line. But when you're having to spend over double the motherfucking price for a deluxe because Hasbro can't pull their head out of their fucking ass, then we got a goddamn problem here.
In there, because we never really saw that in any Insecticons.
And I think the fans have kind of spoken that they really like the Insecticons, right? They tend to be like, when the wave comes out, the ones that, move really quickly. So, shrapnel, so you can see them together.
To see,
so good.
The hive ready.
So good.
Yeah.
All right. We got more deluxes,
All right, we got
right?
more. We got more.
We got a lot. So, let's do another female. I think everybody's going to be really excited about this figure, personally. When we started talking about how to get her into the line, we definitely excited everybody in the building. For anybody that's ever had a chance to walk around in the building here, she's actually...
Okay, who the fuck... If you're watching this, which odds are you're not, but if you're watching this, have you ever had the chance to actually walk around the building? Fuck no! Fuck no! I'm pretty sure getting into that building is like a goddamn Fort Knox. You need to have like a fucking key card. You get into the front door and then you gotta go like through 18 different checkpoints. I'm pretty sure any fucking Joe Blow like me or anybody else who's watching this video can't walk around that building.
From RID 2015, her artwork is outside our war room on the wall. So, Strong Arm, let's talk.
Okay, now this is Strong Arm, and it's basically a retool of the Alita 1 from Legacy. I'm actually kind of interested in this figure. I do plan on wanting to get one.
Obviously like a reshelled Alita 1, but you can't even tell. This thing is blasting right out of the RID animation. We went ham on the deco scheme as well, if you could tell. We even gave her the handheld blaster that she does have in the series. The face deco is absolutely overboard. I was definitely arguing with a lot of engineers to try to get that face sculpt.
I was looking at that and I was like, you put it all in.
Okay, I don't know anything about this figure at all. I think they didn't just say it was like from Robots in Disguise. I think that was actually coming out either just before or during the Combiner Wars trilogy, if I remember correctly. But at that time, I didn't have enough, enough available resources to just buy every figure. Like what I can do now. I'm not saying that I'd go and buy everything, but if I want to see a figure and I like it, I'll go and buy it. But back then, money was a little bit tighter, and I did, like I said, I saw Robots in Disguise over at Walmart. But because I was currently working on Combiner Wars and Titan's Return, it kind of had to fall by the wayside. So this is a nice second chance to actually get a figure from that product line, because this one actually looks pretty damn interesting. I'm actually kind of excited to go and try to get this one.
Her face. Okay, that's fine.
But it's wild. You get the translucent light bar. That's on a 5mm post as well. I mean, even her door panels fan out in the back, which was very difficult to do off of a partial, of course.
Yep. But the wizards at Takara make everything possible.
Dude, wave the magic wand and alakazam. This thing is really dope.
This is great. And it brings in another level of fandom into Legacy too, right? Like, again, we're listening. We want to make Legacy encompass Transformers fans from any generation.
I find that to be fucking hypocritical, because there'll be times that people are actually trying to get Hasbro's attention, and it's more on a deeper level regard, not like what figures are coming out. It's more about like the issue with like the product getting out to the customers. We'll be constantly saying, "Hey, dude, Target doesn't have anything. Walmart doesn't have anything. Can you please, fix your supply chain issues?" They won't fucking say anything. They only hear what they want to hear. They only hear what they want to fucking hear, and that's what drives me up the fucking wall.
You guys have joined in 2015. You joined in 2001, 1984. After you were born, like the rest of us, So 2007 with live action, we have all we want to do things for everybody.
Yep. Yeah, so, because the RID series had a lot of gems. A lot of gems. A lot of outstanding characters.
We have one more deluxe to talk about, and I realized I kind of skipped over core class. So after deluxe,
we can do that after.
We're going to go back to core class because we have something fun to talk about there. So our final deluxe, I think this one's going to be a little bit of out there for some people, but
Okay, I am actually very excited for this one, because this is I'll pause it after this.
I also think a lot of people are going to be very excited as soon as they get to physically see this. We're going to bring in Detritus.
Okay, there you go. I'm actually very fucking excited for this figure. I actually want to get this one. Like, out of what I've seen, as of like yesterday up to this point, I was like the most excited for this one. I'm like, I want to get this one, because if I remember correctly, isn't this the Earth mode of Hound that we haven't received yet? I think that they mistakenly said that this was the Siege mold of Hound that has been recolored. But hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on, I'm going to pause this because I want to go get my Hound, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, everybody. Apparently I was wrong. I was looking at a quick image, and here is Hound. I don't know why I gave him two different blasts, I got a Hound from the War for Cybertron trilogy from Walmart, and then this is the official Siege one. For some reason, I gave him one of the same little base blasters, or whatever it's called. The thing is like, I don't know why I did that, so I gotta find the longer rifle type weapon. I gotta figure out where that is, but it looks like I was wrong. It looks like the Detritus is based off of the Siege Hound mold. I was wrong, so I would like to clarify that. Although it looks like the legs may be slightly different. But anyway, I see the weapon in his left hand. It's actually the same type of weapon that he's holding. I like that the other weapon in his right hand, though. That's pretty cool. And I like the little weapon on his back. But let's continue on, shall we? Let me put that down.
So obviously, as you know, the year of Legacy here is Junkions, but you can't have a Junkion ruled Legacy series without Detritus.
Okay, now I'm kind of curious. Is Detritus Junkion? Because if he's a Junkion, then does he come apart? I'll have to do some research about that. I'm kind of curious, though.
He is a Junkion, and the beautiful part about Detritus is kind of like he's an arms dealer, so he can play both sides. So he does have an Autobot and a Decepticon symbol on this character. You actually worked on this for me, Evan, which was grateful, very grateful
you were
that you helped
slammed
me
at the
out.
time, and I was happy to help.
Okay, I just noticed something. I kind of mentioned this during the live, my live reaction. I'm kind of not a fan now because I wasn't able to get an in-depth look like I am now. When they said that that he had both symbols, I thought it was going to be something similar to like not Six Shot, Overlord, not Overlord. Oh god, what's that motherfucker's name? Double Dealer from Earthrise. Double Dealer actually had the little panels that you could flip down to show either Autobot or Decepticon. You couldn't see them both, unless you wanted like Autobot on one, Decepticon on the other. This one literally looks like you have symbols plastered, for all to see. And I thought it was going to be something where you could actually hide it to, like kind of like how Double Dealer is. So maybe that they're just showing them both at once, but I'm hoping that you can have the ability to hide that symbol.
But yeah, no, it's just,
who doesn't love facial hair Transformers though, right? Like every time we get to do something with facial hair, it just stands out because it's different. And maybe some people on the team really feel that facial hair is great. I don't know. Also, I'm just lazy and my wife likes my.
Okay, that's one thing I can never fucking figure out. And I'm wondering because I was gonna, but then I just remembered that Alpha Trion, I think he had a beard. So I'm like, why does a fucking robot need a beard? They're robots. Why the fuck do they need a beard? Okay, never mind.
A beard, so I luck out. So.
If you're a Junkion, you should be rocking something.
It's fair. It's fair.
That's very true.
All right. So that does it for Legacy Evolution Wave 4 reveals, for the deluxes, anyways. So like I said, we skipped over Core Class, not on purpose, but we have some fun stuff to show.
We're going with the flow. It's
live.
whatever.
It's live.
I don't think that this was live. I think that this was pre-recorded and that they just fucked up.
So we've done 5 Dinobots. We have a 6th Dinobot, right?
We do.
Let's show off our final Dinobot by himself of the year. We have Snarl. This is going to be great. Again, I mean, I love all of these Dinobots, but.
I mean, yeah, well, we're only showing off Snarl. There's a lot to show off.
That's true.
So,
there is a lot.
All right, so yeah, everybody, here's the final Dinobot that you're waiting to complete your Core Class collection of Dinobots.
Looks so good.
Nice pose.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty fresh.
It's hanging on there with a hope and a prayer.
I like that he comes with his sword.
Yeah, he does come with his sword.
Okay, even if I was a fan of Core Class, which I'm not really a fan of Core Class, I do not like how his hands are literally just hanging out the backside of his legs. I do not like that at all. I think the Snarl I have from Power of the Primes, I think his hands are not visible in alt mode. So I'm looking at this. Oh god, that looks horrible.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like sometimes Snarl gets the shaft. And
I
it's
don't know why.
I don't know why
I like
either.
Stegosaurus a lot.
Yeah. Now, granted, with him, I did have to use molded gold on him because he has so much compared to the others, which is what I had to do for the leader scale one as well.
I was gonna say it actually came out nice, and you know what I also have noticed? I think this is my first time really studying this. Is that like he doesn't really have a lot of hollowness to him at all. Like he's filled out in the legs quite a bit.
I feel like because he was the last one, we kind of figured out what we were doing and knew how to do it best by then.
Oh my God! Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
1984, eat your heart out. You can get all your Dinobots at once. It's always funny. It was one of the biggest complaints we always get from everybody. Is like, I want to buy all my Dinobots at once. And we're like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna give you a chance.
I just realized we need to.
Okay, they're gonna mention pretty quickly how a couple of the Wave 1 Dinobots are gonna be re-released again in Wave 4 in order to give everybody a chance to buy all of these all at once. The ultimate question is, why the fuck couldn't you do that with the Studio Series 86 Leader class? Yes, I understand that would be more expensive, but by God, I didn't fucking see a goddamn Grimlock in my area. They never even fucking came to this area. I would be willing to spend a little bit of money to buy all the leader class, Dinobots at once. Because I could not get Grimlock, I did not buy the rest. And the rest have actually been in my area. I've seen every one of the ones that have been released, with the exception of Grimlock, have been in this area. But I'm not gonna fucking try to collect all the goddamn Dinobots if you don't get Grimlock. Grimlock is he's like the one, like if you have Grimlock, then you're going to want to get the rest. But if you don't have Grimlock, you're going to kind of want to pass because Grimlock was the personality out of the group. I have all the Dinobots from Power of the Primes, but I would actually like to have them, lead the leader class size Dinobots. If they can do this with the core class, I don't see why they cannot do it with the leader class. Hell, have it set up be like a $200 to $300 gift pack if need be. I'd be willing to fork out a little bit of money in order to get to get a set of leader class Dinobots.
Get a core wheeljack up in here somewhere because now we got the Optimus and Bumblebee. Now we got all the dinos.
And then we'll get there.
And then clearly there was a bigger plan here altogether, right? So this is your chance. Now you get to see Volcanicus in his complete form. We've been teasing this along the way, so
we have. So here he is all together. Please excuse the fact that the Grimlock that is attached to his foot is unpainted. Someone keeps stealing my painted Grimlocks. So
I'm not gonna fess up to it. It's not me.
But yeah, here we go. Here they are, all built together. Articulation-wise, in combined mode,
I'm sorry, I've never been a fan of the Dinobots combining. I'm not sure if it's because that they never combined in the G1 cartoon, but I just see that, and I think that they did that just to try to say, here's another combiner. So there are some Transformers that are just not meant to be a fucking combiner, and this is one of them.
It's really impressive what we're able to do for a core class combiner. Like, since we've established core class, this is the first combiner. We have done smaller combiners before, but in core class, this is our first. And I'm pleased as punch with this.
He's thunderous, yeah. He commands respect on that platform, for sure.
Just because of like the way that you can pose him out, like he can. I know it's just like
full-on turbo kick.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah.
This is awesome. That's very awesome.
Yeah, but no, I'm hoping other folks who have been building along and making crazy monstrosities out of these guys because they build with the 5mm port system.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there's been some great posts.
Bob Bender.
Yeah, exactly.
I love social media. Keep sending them to us. Keep tagging us. It's great. We love every bit of it.
Amazing to see.
And then good news for anybody who wasn't aware or didn't realize maybe that we were going to do all the Dinobots and skipped Sludge and Slug in Wave 1. I know we were pretty obvious about it, but some people just don't want to buy in. Now that you're seeing Volcanicus, we did pull those two as carry forwards into Wave 4. So,
see, this is what I was talking about. Like, if they had the foresight to do this, like, we're going to bring re-release a couple from Wave 1 and Wave 4 to give you guys a chance to get the entire set. Why couldn't they do this with the fucking leader class? Like I said, those motherfuckers knew that we were going to want all the leader class. Hasbro has been constantly fucking sabotaging the collectors for years, and this is just another example of it. They fucking made Grimlock almost impossible to get, and like I said, they didn't have Grimlock in this area. I'm not gonna fucking buy a Sludge, Snarl, and the rest if I don't have fucking Grimlock. Grimlock is like the linchpin. It's either with Grimlock you get the rest, or without Grimlock you get none. And I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not gonna buy the rest if you can at least give me the one that I really want. I'm willing to buy the rest, but I need that fucking linchpin to get the rest.
Out at retail when the wave hits shelf later this fall.
Good move.
You'll have a chance to get Slug and Sludge in case you missed them the first time, but I'm pretty sure they're also still available on Hasbro Pulse, so you can pre-order them right now while you're pre-ordering your Snarls to make sure you can put the whole thing together. This is really awesome. All right, so that does it for Core Class. Volcanicus, clearly great, very exciting. Again, when you go pre-order this, make sure you pick up the rest so you can put together your Volcanicus. So now that we did Core Class, let's go back than the normal order that we normally work in. So we're going to go to Voyager class. This one I'm very excited about because I really love the colors on this. So we got Voyager class Bludgeon. I also just like.
Okay, now I mentioned this yesterday. I am fucking excited for this figure. I don't even care that it's a remold or slight remold of Tarn. It's just the fact we're getting a Bludgeon. I've heard people say, well, kind of sad that they don't come with his combiner, not combiner, the Pretender component. I'm willing to forego that. I like this figure. It looks fucking nice. The only issue I still have is the face. The face looks like it's silver. And then now that I'm able to look at this, I have this kind of zoomed in on my other monitor, but it still looks like he has a large, like a Joker smile on his face, and I'm just not really a fan of that. But the face looks fucking like it looks silver, and I looked at some, older pictures of not Skullgrin, of Bludgeon. I looked at some older pictures of Bludgeon, and his face looks like it's white. It's supposed to be like a skull, And maybe it is white, but to me it looks like it's fucking silver, so I'm just not a fan of that. I'll have to see it more in person if I can ever find this figure, because Tarn, I was actually lucky this last spring. I came across Tarn out of nowhere. It was like holy shit, I've been looking for you for months. And then when I finally fucking give up hope of finding Tarn, I go to Target one day and he's there. It's like what the fuck? Just another issue with Hasbro and their shit. Their shit ability to get the product out properly. But overall, I like the way that this figure looks. I fucking love it, to be honest. I cannot wait to get this figure and put him on the shelf next to Tarn.
Crazy heads. This is a super
He's got
fun
one of the
game.
craziest, yeah.
And the sword, is kind of absolutely ridiculous as well. So, Mark,
So Yuya over at Takara worked on this with me, and this is based on the Alex Milne version of the IDW series Bludgeon. That is obviously a redeco of Tarn, but as you can see, the new alt head, and then the sword, which is really, really nice. The sculpted detail on the sword came out really nice.
The colors are so bright.
The colors are wild. The colors actually on the robot mode here are the correct colors. The orange here on the vehicle mode went a little too bright, so I darkened it a bit. And they did actually, the green really pops. Bludgeon's just got one of those color schemes that I think kind of reigns supreme.
The day we revealed Tarn, PulseCon last year was just like, I think by the time I got home, there was already a Digibash online, like, we're totally getting a Bludgeon. So clearly you guys knew what the plan was from the get-go, what was happening.
He does give Cyberverse vibes of the Bludgeon that was shown there, which I kind of like that Bludgeon quite a bit. So this really does. Yuya always crushes it with the finger articulation and the extra articulation throughout. The poses right here that you can really strike with them are just stunning. The sculpt of the head as well. Tried to nail it. He's actually got like an open head, open mouth sculpt that he's got like a little hot red op in
kind
there.
Of like the smoke coming out from the comic.
Yeah.
So, and he still has the Evo fusion ability from Tarn. You can put the cannon together and have your big giant, gun.
A lot of accessories
blaster.
Here. He's pretty decked out as well in accessories. The two cannons come off, and then that piece on the back comes off. You have multiple different loadouts. You got the sword. Yeah, it's
so good. All right.
Looks fantastic.
So wave 4, we have one more Voyager left. I think this one probably is like the most exciting because it's a new character, right? So, and I think everybody's been waiting for this. This is the catalyst piece for the Junkions. I think this will be the thing that makes it so everybody.
Okay, so I was actually pissed off, like I said before, during the last fan stream, because of the fact that they didn't even give any concept art for Trash Master. But I nailed it. I said he was going to be a garbage truck, and oh my god, I was right. He was a fucking garbage truck. Granted, the name is Trash Master, but trash. It doesn't have to necessarily mean that it was a garbage truck. But I said it's going to be a garbage truck, and boy, I was right, and I like it when I'm right, to be honest.
sequence, worked with him closely on the transformation sequence of this dude, and as you can see, he's got the big trash compactor weapon there, which is really cool. I mean, there's a lot of cool accessories with this character as well. Let me, you know what? I'll break out a little scrap hook here, so you can actually see the Evo Fusion in its world here, because
you would think that for as much money as Hasbro makes, Hasbro is not a fucking small company, ladies and gentlemen. Back in like 2005, 2006, or something like that time, they were in the high millions. I would make you a bet nowadays that they're probably cracking $1 billion a year. I'll make you a bet. You're telling me that Hasbro could not afford to give these poor schmucks a motorized turntable to put these figures on? I've seen fucking YouTubers with little motorized turntables. Give them a motorized turntable with a little switch on, like underneath the table or something that they could toggle, once the figures are on, and then it would slowly turn around. Hell, I've seen motorized turntables from QVC back in the fucking 80s. It's goddamn ridiculous and insulting to these hosts that they gotta turn the table also. Yeah, well, you gotta put them on, and then you gotta start turning the table. No. I understand them putting the figure on, but they should have at least some sort of motorized, turntable.
All the buildable platform here on these guys is just such a fun platform to just go wild with. Just let your imagination just get crazy. You know what I mean? So the front does come off here, pops off. Actually, as you can see in robot mode, I actually flexed his big shoulders a little bit more. I kind of like to keep him up there instead of in the back. I just think it's a cleaner looking mode. But you can see the front of Scrap Hook here. Let me show the camera here. That locks in quite. Oh, that's right. I think
you got to take the blast.
Yeah, but I kind of want to show them with the engine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Like the new
Winnebago.
I'm going camping in my trash master. It's gonna be great. So
yeah, I mean the colors are all matching to the other Junkions. I mean it's just really nice to get the Voyager class to have a Junkion.
Okay, I'll make you a bet that within either in the next product line, so basically Legacy Universe, or whatever the next trilogy is, I'll make you a bet that they're going to start really building up the Decepticons, because right now we have a couple Studio Series 86, which I fucking hate, those Junkions, the Wreck-Gar and Trash Heap, I think that's what it's called, and then we're going to have 3 Junkions from the Legacy line. We got Crash Bar, Scrap Hook, and Trash Master. And then the Decepticons, all they really have is Axle Grease, I think that's what its name is. I'm not sure if Detritus, like I said, is Detritus a Junkion? I'm kind of confused about that. So they're going to have to start releasing, within the next few product lines, some more Decepticon Junkions. That way they can bolster that group, But I'll make you a bet we're going to get some form of Trash Master with like purple and white, or purple and black, as a Decepticon version.
And he does kind of like command a presence.
Yeah, and I love the trash arms, like very perfect to like what you're used to seeing come and pick up big commercial trash.
It's funny when
it fits in Planet of Junk, right?
When we were working on this, I actually went to a waste management place and I started taking pictures of all the dump trucks. It's wild how many details and everything came across in this.
But the good news is that in the apocalypse and in a Planet of Junk, they're still picking up trash. So we have made sure that the Junkion's trash gets picked up. So yeah, I can't wait to see what people pull off with this.
Oh, I know. There's I'll try to post a hidden little combined thing going on there. There might be something that was pre-planned. We'll see.
Okay. Well, that's a little hint. Make sure if you're not following Mark on social media already, make sure you do. So that does it for our Voyager pipeline reveal. So we have one new leader class in the final wave of the year. We totally pipelined this, but everybody knew it was coming as soon as we did Skyquake.
And speaking of Skyquake, I actually have to place an order for Skyquake because just like fucking Shrapnel, Skyquake never came to my area. So I'm gonna have to go to Amazon and buy it for like $54 fucking because they're the only ones that have the figure, and I gotta order it because Dreadwing is coming out, and I like to have the brothers basically.
But look at this, Blue Glory.
Blue Glory is correct. I mean, obviously, Dreadwing and the Prime series was a little bit more prominent from having a lot more parts than Skyquake. But I mean, in this mold, Yugi-san that worked on this, and we changed up a lot of the Deco Ops. As you can see, he's got like the flight Decepticon symbol on him, which was a nice little like hint in the series that had it. Also, we got a new piece on the front of the Gatling gun, which is more or less like his big, huge blaster that he showcased in the animation.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's a fantastic mold.
Still has the playability of Needle Nose in case there's other things eventually coming.
You can still dock on top with those two tabs.
Okay, the fact that they constantly they mentioned Neil Nose, and then they said that the possibility of something, there's no possibility. They know what is coming. I'm pretty sure that they have a list of things that were that are either in development or have already been developed. They probably have a list from like 2+ years ago. I'll make you a bet that what we see here that was already like discussed and put on a list like 5 years ago.
You know what? On the cockpit, as you can see, the translucent light piping in the red. The cockpit in the series is like a silver, so we actually ended up doing like a nice tinted silver like overspray in the cockpit. And I just think it's so cool in the cockpit that you can actually see the seats.
I love it.
Been trying to do that more. Like that
really
was such a nice little detail. Like I said, shout out to Yuki-san. He went ham on this, and it's a gorgeous figure.
So good. All right. So that does it for Legacy Wave 4 reveals. There's a lot there. We don't have a pre-order date for them yet. We will definitely get back to you on that. Make sure to keep an eye on social media, Hasbro Pulse, Transformers Official, as well as all of our socials. We will do that. So before, we have a little bit more stuff to go over. We have a couple things we're going to recap that pre-ordered last week. We want to talk to you about them because these guys worked really hard on both of them. Each of you worked on one. And we have two more things to reveal that are going to pre-order later this week. But before we do that, we had a good friend of the brand stop by to talk about some awesome artwork. Rich Pellegrino is a good friend of ours, happens to live in Massachusetts. He has a couple prints coming out at More Art Gallery today, actually. So let's take a look at that. Hey Transformers fans, great to see you. Having a chance to sit down with our good friend Rich Pellegrino here. Thank you for joining us. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, thank you for having me, Ben. This is a great honor for me. I'm a huge fan of the Transformers brand, and can't believe I'm sitting here with you guys right now.
Perfect. Thanks for coming in. So, to give you guys a little bit of info, Rich has a couple of fun prints coming out for Transformers that we'll actually release today with More Art Gallery. So, let's talk about it. So, we're going to throw up on the screen here. Let's take a look. We have the toy version of this, right? That's the start.
So I went with the original 84, 85, well, the 84 More Than Meets the Eye episode, and I did a toyed up stickered version and went for the old Sears catalog vintage look on it.
It's so good. I love, like, you got the Autobot head, the icon, the shield stretching out, looks just like the animation, the grids behind it.
Yep.
It's a lot of really good stuff. There's you got everybody in here, right?
I don't have everybody, so I actually did do a little bit of, and please don't at me in the comments, I did drop Huffer, Gears, and I think Wind Charger from the More Than Meets the Eye miniseries.
Oh, man.
I don't know, they just used to get on my nerves when I was a kid.
Wait till Mark sees it. Huffer's his boy.
I'm sorry.
So it's gonna be it'll be funny. So there's also another version of the same poster, but you change it up quite a bit. It gives it a very different look. So let's take a look at this is the animation version, right?
Right. Yeah. So I did two versions because I'm a total nerd and a huge fan of this this whole thing. And so the cartoon version is just how we saw them as a kid on the screen. But the toys I had looked kind of not so much like what was on the TV, so I had to go with the two versions, like what I wish I had when I was a kid.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So why don't you were super nice. You sent us this great video of your entire process of like how it works, and like awesome that you get to record as you're doing this digital painting. So we're gonna throw that video up here for all you fans. You get to kind of look at Rich's process. So let's like talk about how you work through creating this and putting it together.
So the whole process for this one took a
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I mentioned this yesterday, and when I did my notes, I typed out my notes before I started recording this. I'll be honest, this portion here, fucking, like, I'm not sure what it is. It's the constant, like, where they appear and disappear, appear, disappear. It does something to me. I actually feel ill watching it. I'm not, and I understand he's trying to show us how, like, the process was, but I'm not sure what it is. It's just, there's something about it. It's like something messes with me. So, as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to actually kind of fast forward through this part because, like I said, it is. Okay, I think that's there. It gets really kind of bothersome, like to the point I'm like, oh God, stop!
Yeah, you just gotta do your best, and it does. This poster looks great, both of them.
Thank you.
Personally, I think I'm in on the animation.
Okay, I'm trying to see like if I see anything really different. The only thing I really see different is that there's a slightly different color palette to it, and then you got like the little stuff at the top on the left side, like it makes it look like it's worn, but it looks like it's literally the same picture, just like through a slightly different color filter, basically.
I just like that like richer tone, I think it is. Like it's bright on the toy, and it's like a little more muted, but like I don't know how to say, like warm, right on the on the animation one. There's those two versions.
So
There's a third option,
and then we have an oversized 24 by 36 poster that has a little hand painted remark sketch in the lower right corner, and I did one of each of the 15 Autobots.
Oh, awesome!
So they're all painted in acrylic wash, and yeah, it's I wanted to make them unique for collectors.
That's great.
One of a kind.
They can get those at More Art Gallery starting today, 6:20.
Starting today, yeah.
Perfect. Do you know what time?
I don't know what time. I'm hoping that they're up by now.
Perfect. Okay. So again, yeah. Thanks so much for stopping by. Like, this is
Thank
great.
you for having me.
We definitely want to do more of that. I'm going to ask the question because I want to know, because we all have our alliances on this team. Are you an Autobot or a Decepticon? Do you have a choice?
Man, I think I want to be an Autobot, but I might be a Decepticon at heart because I love Starscream so much.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Starscream. That's a good choice. And again, everybody, head to More Art Gallery after you buy your pre-order toys from today, and check out the posters, add them to your collection, hang them up on your wall. These will be available today at More Art Gallery. Make sure to grab those after you pick up all your fun pre-orders. Rich, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me, Ben. Appreciate it.
Great. And everybody, thanks for tuning in, checking this out. Make sure you post these on Instagram and wherever you like to put up your social media. And Rich, where can they find you?
On Instagram, Rich Pellegrino Art, and then on my website, just richpellegrino.com.
Right, perfect. Thank you again, Rich, for stopping by. So, we had a couple pre-orders last week that kind of came out of nowhere. Some of it had leaked.
Okay, this is something that just, it's like a pet peeve of mine. Companies will outright lie to us. Like this, right here, when it comes to them saying, oh, a couple things, have slipped, they were leaked. They're not fucking leaked. Do you think a company, verging on a multi-billion-dollar company, has such weak security when it comes to their IP that here's a leak, here's a leak, here's a leak, you get a leak, you get a leak, they get a leak. It's not a fucking leak. It's not a fucking leak. It's them doing subtle PR, product reveals and all that. It's not a fucking leak. You think that if it isn't just like this one time, this happens every fucking year. Going all the way back to fucking Power of the Primes that I can recall. Do you think this shit is leaked? It's not fucking leaked. If the shit was really leaked like, how they're claiming, I'd make you a bet that Hasbro would fucking authorize some investigations to go on to find out who the fuck is leaking this shit. And that'd make you a bet that they probably signed some form of non-disclosure agreement when they start working. And that is basically states, if you fucking, give early access to our information, we will sue you into oblivion. This shit is not fucking leaked. Stop fucking believing that it is. It's sad because I'll go to Facebook, fan pages of Transformers and oh, this was leaked, this was leaked, this was leaked. It's not fucking leaked. It's not leaked. If it was leaked, Hasbro would be clamping down on it. Hasbro would be fucking clamping down on it. Because the fact is that if they did not clamp down on it and it went, the stuff was coming out, it could put, them at risk because other competitors would really jump on it. The third party market would be jumping on it. These are not fucking leaks. These are designed by Hasbro to get people excited. It's a way of gauging our interest. Stop fucking falling for the lies.
People knew half of the first one we're going to talk about. I really love all the comments. Everybody's like, oh, making us relive our trauma. And like, where's my credit card? I'm going to go buy it right now. And like, that was the whole point when we started talking about this. So it's perfect. Let's talk about the Studio Series Death Scene 2-pack.
All right, let's.
Okay, this is actually what got me kind of laughing my ass off. There are certain YouTubers, influencers. I fucking hate that term, but that's what they are. They're influencers. They get paid to give their opinions. Some of them, I won't name who. I don't want to say some, but one of them, I won't say who, claimed that this is morbid. This is morbid. It's wrong. It's disgusting. Motherfucker, what do you think we did when we were younger? We use our imaginations. When I played with my Optimus Prime, I didn't have Starscream and the main Decepticons. So, like, when Optimus Prime was fighting against, like, say, Windsweeper, for example, did I think that Optimus Prime was going to beat Windsweeper and then it was going to be fucking rainbows and lollipops? Fuck no! Basically, what it was they were fighting to the goddamn death. And that's basically what we do nowadays. They are fighting to the death. Unless you're fucking weird or some shit, You don't fight just to hold hands at the very end. You fight for dominance. What this is, it just basically gave a visual impact of what we, how our imaginations were when we were younger. It isn't wrong. This isn't wrong, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't wrong. It's society trying to mold us and make us think that it's wrong. It's not wrong to have a fucking imagination. That's what kids did when we were younger. Now fucking society's been so fucking watered down and controlled to think that having an imagination is fucking wrong. It's not wrong. If anything is wrong, you're wrong for trying to make people think that they're wrong for for imagining our toys killing each other. It's not fucking wrong to have an imagination, ladies and gentlemen. I like this set, but just because I like it, am I going to go out and buy it or pre-order it? I'm not going to pre-order it. If I happen to come across these figures at Target because it's a buzzworthy Bumblebee, set, I'm going to buy it. I'm not like a lot of the people who throw a fucking fit and say, Hasbro doesn't do anything different. Hasbro never changes. Hasbro gives us something different. And they're like, I don't like this. It's fucking garbage. I remember hearing this same fucking lame shit back in Siege when they were saying, I wish Hasbro would do something different. Hold on, let's actually go back because I do want to mention one thing. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I remember people saying Hasbro doesn't do anything different. They did the damage decals, or the war damage, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Oh, this is fucking garbage. This is ruining the figure. And this is why I fucking hate fandoms. Bunch of fucking ingrates. Hasbro goes out on a limb, tries to do something new, and they get fucking slapped for it. When the same people slapping them are the same people fucking bitching and saying they don't do anything different. They don't do anything different. It's fucking hypocritical. And that's why I fucking hate the fandoms of almost everything. I've never come across a fandom that isn't filled with a bunch of fucking ingrates. Now, as I was saying, I would, if I see this at Target, I'm definitely going to grab it, because not only because I think the figures are neat in a unique way, but I also like the blast effects. I think it was the people here. One of them said that they don't understand why it's purple, that the blast effects are purple. The reason that they're purple is because that they were actually, these effects were actually fired from Megatron, and if you remember, his fusion cannon, which makes up the barrel of his alt mode, fired like a purplish, energy projectile. That's why I like the purple of these blast effects. I like blast effects that come in different colors. Hell, I got some blast effects here. I never use blast effects because I think they're the smaller ones, at least. The smaller ones are not the best, in my opinion. Here, let me grab a couple. Here we go. Okay, I have a couple blast effects. I'm not sure you can really see them. Here you go. I think these were both from Artfire. It's a Generation Select recolor of Inferno. I like those, but the smaller ones, they're way too flimsy. I like the larger ones, like what you see here, or the ones that came with like the Titans. I like the ones that came with the Titans because they actually look like that. They're not as bendable as the smaller ones. But that just, I know I'm going on a rant, which is one of many. But it's fucking tiring and nauseating hearing the fucking fandom go, they never do anything different. They never do anything different. They bring these out. Oh, these are fucking garbage. Why couldn't they just give us Prowl? Earthrise Prowl. And I understand where they're coming from. Earthrise Prowl was hard to get. He was part of a 2-pack with Ironhide, if I remember correctly. I was one of the select few that was actually lucky enough to get one. But I can also understand why they did this. They're trying to expand into another market. It's basically the death market. It started off with dead Optimus Prime, and then we got these two guys dead. I'm waiting to see if we're going to get a dead version of Brawn. Probably like a slight remold of 86 Studio Series 86 Brawn. Like I said, if I see these guys, I'm definitely going to grab them because I can actually respect Hasbro for fucking trying something different. Okay, so there's that, and there's this. Right? Come on. There.
Especially on that front.
We tried to get in there just because in animation it's just like a black void. So it's like, oh, we'll just add like a bit of inner shell.
Perfect.
Love that.
All right, we had another buzzworthy Bumblebee. This time, not Studio Series, was Legacy, doing something that we've been trying to do for a long time with Transformers. And Mark and Hisui totally worked this out.
I'll help you.
And a huge value as well in the item, in the fact that you're getting a 4-pack for the price you did, along with some alternate heads. So as the guys bring these out, clearly there's a lot here. A 4-pack.
Okay, I paused. I was waiting for the show all 4. I love this. I actually bought the Creatures Collide 4-pack last summer, and they kind of did the same thing. I think only two of them. I can't recall if it was two. I think it was just two of them came with with interchangeable heads. This time it's actually three of them, and I like this. I like this. I've been wanting to expand my Quintesson army. I got the Pit of Judgment. I got an individual Shakticon. I got a couple or Alicon. Then I got a couple of the Shakticons. So I liked this because you get another Quintesson, but then again, I'm a fan of getting more and more Seekers. I like army building. So if I can get another Seeker, you damn well guarantee I'm going to get one. I think the winner out of this group, though, that I'm looking at, it's the Autotron or whatever it's called. It's the one on the lower right corner. It's basically a slight remold of Siege Ironhide. I like that figure. But yeah, this like the previous set. If I see this, I'm definitely gonna grab it, and especially for something like $80 that the Creatures Collide was. For $80, you got 4 deluxe figures, but this time around, I'm hoping it's only going to be $80. You're going to get 3 deluxes plus a Voyager class with the Seeker. I like that. I like that a lot.
With 3 deluxe and a Voyager, you all spoke overwhelmingly and bought this very quickly. I think it's pretty awesome.
You got everything.
I think so. Did I miss
all
a head?
heads.
We got all heads. We got to talk about the all heads. So yeah, this is your Legacy multi-pack for the year. There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot. So Hasui-san actually worked on the Auto Trooper and the Skullgrin partial that was the G2 Cybertronian Trooper. Obviously, if you collected G-Axis from the UK comics, that's the G2 big bad. He has a whole entire army with him, which is all of these crazy looking Decepticon dudes. Yeah, they're real.
Okay, so I don't know that much about G-Axis, but it sounds like he had an army. So I'm wondering if within the next, let's say the next trilogy, that we may start getting some of these like other figures that of G-Axis's army. I would like to actually see that. I don't mind having a whole bunch of different armies. The Autobots, the Decepticons, but then you have the Quintessons, but then you have like the other factions in the Decepticons. So like G-Axis's group. I wouldn't mind building up a large army of some of these different factions within the within the main factions. Like we had the Wreckers. I had a chance. I didn't get the Wreckers. I may still order them. They still have them on sale or available on Amazon. I may grab them, but I like just having a whole bunch of different armies.
Such minty goodness. Yeah.
It really, and, that was the color choice there was interesting because I almost went with the green that we actually did on Jaxus, but ended up doing the teal green because I wanted to show that they're the soldiers of Jaxus. They're not really on the level of Jaxus, you know what I mean? But he did come up with, Hasui came up with a great system of the face plates. Basically, the whole entire head does remove, but there's a piece that stays on the ball joint, so it's a very easy mix and match system. Yep. Unfortunately, the Quintesson Trooper and the Seeker do not have those, but the Quintesson Trooper also has the Sharkticon head as well. Perfect. The Seeker does not have his alt head because his was an older WFC item right there, and his head construction was a little bit different than the other characters. Yep. But obviously, as you know, you want to flex out your entire army of Seekers. I mean, and
it appears way more purple here, as you're seeing, hopefully, then the pictures kind of didn't just look a little blue. Yeah. I know, like, for some of you, I kind of pulled you, just be like, does anybody want a purple Seeker, knowing this was coming? Like, we were just tracking to make sure this was going to come. So you do see it's a little more purple.
We'll say lavender.
A little more to the animation of, like, what he's supposed to be.
In the first 3 episodes, obviously, there were a bunch of extra characters in there to fill out the ranks of the Decepticons. And there were just a bunch of nameless Seekers and nameless cassettes that were just, like, random colors. Here you go.
Yeah, exactly. And, he leans blue a little bit, in my opinion, but I still think that, it's a great Seeker builder. like for your entire army. And then, I mean, we even get into the other characters. There's like so many things going on here. The Auto Trooper, Kaplow, you know what I mean? It's like one of those things that I think everybody was thinking about.
Is that his name? Kaplow?
No.
I saw a lot of comments about that being like, oh, we got an Autobot trooper, right?
Yeah.
Like they were very excited that they now have a army builder Autobot character. It's easy for the bad guys. We have a lot of that in the animation.
That
so.
alternator's head as well. That was cool. Yeah, I
The
just
old KISS players have
Yes,
so it's like, oh man, we're digging deep.
Yeah, we are digging deep here. I was pretty happy about. I love this the Bailiff mold here on the Quintesson Trooper. I mean, I know like Quintessons are just like kind of an obscure thing in the Transformers world. It's just very weird, but this mold is really awesome, and the weapon loadout for the guy, the accessories, is really thorough. Love that the dagger and the tail actually comes out. I love that feature, but we did try to do quite a bit of deco on his face and the gator face there.
I mean, yeah, looks like you nailed it.
Yeah. This pack is just wicked fun.
All right, so that's the recap. Thanks everybody. Huge support. Keep putting those comments. We love them online. But we didn't get a chance to like talk about it. You got one more thing?
I got one more thing. Okay, the horns are actually removable, so you can actually kind of flex them down, flex them up. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So fun. Yeah. But yeah, thanks again. Have a chance if you haven't pre-ordered yet. I think they're still available on Target. I'm pretty sure they sold out on Pulse pretty quickly, so sorry about that. But yeah, I think you can still pick them up at Target if you're looking to build out your collection.
I'm assuming a bunch of people grabbed a couple.
Yeah, I mean, that was the point, right? It's a troop builder pack. Was the I think.
Sure.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
All
definitely.
right. So this has been really long. We have a couple more pre-orders happening this week. So we have the ones today that we talked about earlier: Studio Series Mirage and Studio Series Primal, as well as the Pulse exclusive core pack. But we also have two more pre-orders that are going to happen on Thursday. First is one that leaked out of our.
You already know what my opinion was, because I just did a rant on it, so I'm not going to rant again. But you already know what my opinion is when they mention the word leak, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
Our Canadian warehouse by accident. We had pipelined it a few streams ago. We have the classic Volvo VNR Optimus Prime, so let's finally show that off. Official reveal from our the stream here. This was a lot of fun. Clearly, you all got Holiday Optimus Prime.
Okay, I'm actually kind of curious about this. I'm really thinking about getting Holiday Optimus Prime. If I get that figure, then I'm going to want to get this one.
The end of last year, I got to reveal that in London. So we knew that we couldn't just stop there. We had to give you this nice, beautiful, classic Optimus Prime. What if Prime showed up today, drove by, a certain online delivery company truck that they use for their fleet, but did himself in his Optimus colors, his iconic red and blue.
Yeah, classic.
His trailer, his classic G1 trailer.
Sam
Smith
worked on this.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're just covering for him again.
So yeah, give us all the.
He looks spectacular. I mean,
so good.
he's just with the.
Why is it that we cannot get a roller with the full size Optimus Prime, but when it came to core class Optimus Prime, we can get a roller? I don't understand that. Why is it like that? You would think that we'd get a roller since roller came with G1 Optimus Prime. Why don't they give us a roller with these incarnations of Optimus Prime?
Classic colors. I mean, obviously we released this mold as the Santa Claus Prime, the Santa Prime, which really looked good. But in these colors, it's really quite outstanding. It gives that classic punch, and
pops. Yeah.
That head sculpt is really, really gorgeous. The way Sam actually decoed this is really, really on point.
Yeah.
And it's just a fantastic vehicle mode as well.
And the vehicle mode is actually really stylish. Stylish truck.
It's a stylish truck, and huge thanks to Volvo for working with us on this. We modified the truck look just a little bit when it's in its vehicle mode, in that he has the blue fairings instead of the red fairings. When you get a red Volvo VNR, it's red there, but we needed to have his iconic blue legs to make him classic Optimus Prime when he converted. So. Clearly, he has the Matrix in his chest, so that's super fun too. You can see it through. And he's got that awesome head as well. We had a fun, nice, awesome head sculpt on this.
Ooh, we painted that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks.
I like how they make it sound like, oh, they painted it. If I remember correctly, the last few Matrix of leadership that has been released have been painted, if I remember correctly. I don't think that they're molded with different colored plastic. I think they're painted, aren't they?
on all the places that like to carry these items for us on Thursday. And then we started with Rise of the Beast, so let's end with the Beast something. Let's throw it. This is something 100% for the fans. We have a Predacon to show off. This is our next gen select of the year. Actually, I think it might be our last gen select of the year. It's going to come out this fall, but clearly everybody knew this was coming.
Okay, so I'll be honest, I don't know much about some of these side characters. This guy's name is Scavenger. I only know of Inferno, but I'm actually kind of interested because from what I understand that they mentioned, I think they said that Scavenger was supposed to be a transmetal version of Inferno, or another Predacon that's in the form of an ant. But I don't think that they released it because Inferno did not sell well at that time. But I'm actually kind of curious about this guy. Am I going to actively look for this figure? Probably not. I like the way it looks, though. I like the alternate head. But for some reason, I'm just not really, I would like to buy every figure if I wanted to. And, but there are just times I see a figure's like, nah, not really. You can like something and still not buy it, And I think this is that situation. But then again, something may change, and down the road I may want to get it. But I'm not going to lose any sleep if I don't, because I have Inferno, which I also had to order off of Amazon because Inferno, like Cosmos and fucking not Buzzworthy Bumblebee, but Bumblebee from the War for Cybertron trilogy series did not show up in this area, so I had no choice. But let's continue on, shall we?
Retailers that take place on all these pre-orders with us. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun week. We got pre-orders today. We got pre-orders on Thursday.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
toys to buy.
Legacy Wave 4.
A lot of
TBD.
toys
We
to
will
buy.
let you know when we can get that. We're trying to be mindful. Clearly, there's a lot happening. A lot of stuff coming. July is going to be busy. We might still have some more reveals that are going to kind of be a see now, buy now thing that some people definitely know are coming from stuff we've revealed before. We're going to try to see if we can get that in front of you before that happens. Just really want to show that off. So we got some more stuff. Still got stuff to
A
show.
lot of stuff.
We had a movie.
We had a
this,
movie.
so
It's still doing great.
We gotta go to SDCC.
Transformers!
I think I put a post on LinkedIn after the first week. I was like, "We're number one," and just shared info about the box office, and it was great. Super awesome.
For this one moment. Yeah.
And it's all because
Of the fans.
The
Yes,
fans.
thank you
That's
so much.
Correct.
Yes, it is.
Thank you
So,
very much.
let's recap a little. Rise of the Beast. If you haven't bought Wave 1, we got it all up here behind us, as well as Rhinox was in Wave 2. Still pre-order Rhinox. Wave 1 available now. Purchase on Hasbro Pulse. Pretty sure if you order today, it should ship. So while you're doing your pre-orders this afternoon, add some Rise of the Beast stuff if you missed it.
Sounds good.
What else? We have all the new stuff. Studio Series Mirage, Studio Series Primal. Both of those pre-order today, 1 p.m. Eastern. Again, Hasbro Pulse, as well as our other fine online retailers that are taking place in these pre-orders. We also have the Pulse exclusive Core Optimus Prime and Bumblebee playset Super Pack. That is so fun. I think everybody is really going to gravitate towards that.
cool.
Super. I need some.
Yeah.
And then, so much reveals. And then these other two, we have the Volvo Optimus Prime and the Gen Select will be available on Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern, so keep an eye on the socials for that. It'll go up. It's a good week.
Yeah.
Transformers
Legacy Wave
Tuesday,
4, yeah.
Transformers Thursday. We're taking over the whole week.
Yeah.
And
God.
Legacy Wave 4.
then Legacy Wave 4, we will definitely be back with information on that as soon as it gets slotted for a date.
Guy, how does he remember all this stuff?
That's why he's talking. That's fine.
Anything, you guys want to add anything else before we
Art
give
prints,
away?
I guess.
Oh yeah, Art Prints. If you again,
there you
thanks
go.
to Rich for stopping by. I think I'm gonna get the animation one. I like that warmer tone that he got in that one.
I like the vintage crackle.
Yeah.
I'm into the vintage crackle.
So it was
It was all good. Please go see Rise of the Beast.
Please, if you have.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just because, even if I was curious about it, I'm not going to see it now. Not that I would, but the fact that they are fucking, it literally sounds like that they were begging people to see it. And like I said, it goes all the way back to the beginning of this, this portion of the video. It's a bullet point. It's not genuine when they said it. It's probably on a teleprompter, and it says remind people to see Rise of the Beast. I can tell when something is genuine and when it's a fucking bullet point that they're only trying to make more money. And no, fuck it. I am not going to see that movie no matter how much you fucking beg. The only way I would actually see it is if it comes on Hulu, which it may or may not. But I'm already paying for Hulu, so if it's there, I might as well see it. But I'm not going to make an effort to go to fucking the theater to watch something that I just don't like because of the fact that it is still carrying out the same fucking tired shit that Michael Bay laid in his little his little blueprints or whatever you want to call it.
I've not seen it yet. I know it's kind of weird. I'm wearing an Autobot shirt. I feel a little out of place. This is from the Amazon Battle for Brooklyn exclusive set. So if you're on Amazon, you're looking for some fun apparel from that movie, they have a whole slew of designs that you can get there as well. Make sure to go to Hasbro Pulse. We have a lot of fan merch for Transformers. You haven't bought that yet.
I bought some things. I couldn't resist.
June is Pride Month, so we have a Pride.
We do have a lot of Pride stuff
yeah.
going on, so it's great. Since I'm wearing Optimus, I guess we can do an Autobots rollout today. I know I always push it a little Decepticon-y, but so that'll do it for us. Thank you for joining us for another Hasbro Pulse fan stream. Thanks for sticking with us. We know there was a lot. We'll recap it all. Make sure to check all our socials. We'll give you guys some more behind-the-scenes info. But good?
Yeah, we're good.
Autobots roll out!
Okay, everybody. So that was it for the fan stream from June 20th, 2023. Overall, I wish that I always wish that there was more. Was this better than the May 16th? Hell yes. It was definitely a lot better than the one from May 16th. But like I said, it could have been a lot better. But when I return, ladies and gentlemen, it will be with the recap of what we just watched and my thoughts. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. This is the recap portion of my replay of the Hasbro Pulse Transformers Fanstream from June 20th, 2023. We're almost done. I know that this video's been going on for quite a while, and I don't expect anybody to watch it. Like I said, though, this is just a way for me to give my in-depth thoughts about what I saw, and I kind of figured that this was going to be a long video. If you're still watching it, congratulations. You have about the same amount of patience that I do. If you're not, hey, that's okay also. Anyway, so I got my notes loaded up. So for the pre-show notes, the video download was 1 hour 4 minutes. Now there are programs that you can use to download YouTube videos. The actual video itself was 1 hour 4 minutes. The show itself did not start until 11 minutes and 53 seconds into the video. Why? Why did it need to be that long? It did not need to be that long. They could have started the video 2 minutes in, not 11 minutes 53 seconds. And if you watch the video, you'll see that it was on a constant loop of their little advertisements. Totally not necessary, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the first notes that we had was the Rise of the Beast. So we got a couple figures that were introduced. We got Deluxe Class Mirage and Leader Class Optimus Prime. Both of those figures are now available for pre-order through, I'm guessing it's through Hasbro Pulse and various other websites like Amazon, I'm guessing. Next up, this is what I was really interested in, was the Legacy Evolution Wave 4. Okay, so we basically got Core Class Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. It is a gift set. It's they're kind of aiming for people who have young children that may like to get into Transformers. So if you have a child and they're curious, this would be a good starting point for them. God knows that they would. If I had a kid, they would never touch my Transformers collection. If they want a Transformer, they can go ask mommy, and mommy can get them a Transformer. They're not touching my fucking collection. Up next, we got Deluxe Class Shadow Striker. I like how you can use how the figure can use the roof from its alt mode as a shield. It reminds me so much of the Earthrise, Ratchet, and Ironhide. Next, we have one of Amazon's worst kept secrets. That's right, Deluxe Class Bombshell. We knew that sucker was coming, and they're still trying to act like it was all a neat little surprise. Motherfucker, we knew that thing was coming. Apparently, it's possible that later on that they may re-release Bombshell in an all charcoal gray color scheme, but it may be a Generation Selects, but it's not going to be this year. So I'm estimating either early next year or maybe as a Generation Selects when they launch the next trilogy of products. Next, are you a fan of, I think it was Robots in Disguise? If so, then we're going to be having a Deluxe Class Strong Arm. This figure is going to be a retool of Alita 1 from Legacy. And it comes with, I like how they said, how they made it sound like it comes with a blaster. I'm like, really? You're actually going to give us an accessory? Hot fucking damn! Thanks a lot, Hasbro. What would we do without you guys giving us an accessory? Who would have thought? I just hate it when I get accessories personally myself, you know. Who the fuck wants an accessory to go with their murdering robot? Anyway. And then we got some first-hand looks at Detritus. I know I don't have the pictures. You can see the video itself. It's there. We got Detritus. It is basically a recolor / slight remold of the face, I'm guessing, of Siege Hound. And I actually still have Hound right here. So, it's going to kind of look like this guy, but with like a desert kind of paint scheme, you know? And apparently the figure comes with a beard. Or mustache or whatever. Why? I don't know. Fuck it. Let's give him a beard. The one thing I like about this figure is apparently it has both Autobot and Decepticon logo or symbols, you know, the little logos. The only thing I'm hoping is that it's something you can actually hide, like how it is on Double Dealer. Because from what they showed in the video, the logos were just like stamped on it. It's like I prefer to have some sort of secrecy, like how Double Dealer does it, you know. Okay, so there's that, and then we're going to go to the continuation. Let's see here. Up next, we're going to be getting Core Class Snarl, and I think that was also like a really bad kept secret. We already got the other Dinobot Core Class figures. They were going to give us the Core Class Snarl to basically finish out that set. A personal little pet peeve of mine. Those hosts were fucking gushing over that figure. What upsets me is that they were gushing over that figure and they were talking about how they are going to move that, or not move, but they're going to repackage and resell, or whatever the correct term is. Who was it? Does it say? Slug and Sludge from Wave 1. So they're going to be re-releasing Slug and Sludge from Wave 1 in Wave 4, so you can basically get all of the Dinobots together, you know? Which fucking pisses me the hell off, because I've been screaming for over a goddamn year that we should be getting a re-release of Grimlock. Leader Class Grimlock from Studio Series 86. Oh, fuck no. No. We can't do that. We can't do that. If you want, we can give you Shattered Glass Grimlock. Would you like that? No, I don't want no fucking Shattered Glass Grimlock. I want Studio Series 86, the standard Grimlock. If they can re-release these Core Class figures, they can do the same fucking shit for Leader Class Grimlock. It's just that they're fucking lazy. Next, what I was really excited to see. Oh my god, we're getting a pretty damn good bludgeon. That figure looks fucking awesome. I love that figure. The only downside is, like I mentioned, the face seems to be a little bit silver, and then the way that the face is, and then the way that the mouth is painted, and how it's open a little bit, it looks like it has the Joker smile from The Dark Knight. And just like, that just doesn't look right, but it depends on how also you look at it. Overall, the figure looks fucking awesome. I cannot wait to see it. That's definitely going to be one that's on my to-get list when it finally comes out. The downside is I'm pretty sure that motherfucker is going to be as hard to get as Shrapnel or Tarn or Cosmos or any of the other highly demanded figures that Hasbro only sends like 1 or 2 per box. Yeah, I'm never going to forgive Hasbro for that. You know, like, oh yeah, we know that they're really going to want these figures. You get 1 figure per box. Fuck you, Hasbro. Fuck you. That's fucking cheap of you. Next up, we got the Voyager class Trashmaster, and boy, did I name it or hit it right on the ball or whatever you want to say it. But I originally said that figure was going to be a garbage truck, and boy, was I right. That thing is a garbage truck, and I just nailed it. I'm patting myself a little bit on the back for that. Yeah, I'm giving myself the Tommaso Ciampa, the little hand, the arm, the back pat. What? Fuck it. I'm tired. I'm getting tired, man. Okay, next up we have the Leader Class Dreadwing. And of course, I still gotta fucking order Skyquake. But I'm gonna order Skyquake. I want to get Dreadwing. If you're gonna have one, you might as well have the other. It's like it is I talked about with Grimlock during the reveals. Grimlock is the linchpin. I'm not gonna fucking buy any of the other goddamn Dinobots if I can't have fucking Grimlock. It's a either or situation for me. Either I have Grimlock or I don't have Grimlock, and none of the Dinobots. But I'm not gonna buy the fucking other Dinobots if I can't have fucking Grimlock. He's the motherfucking leader of the Dinobots. Like I said, no, either or. As of right now, there is no pre-order information available. Hasbro said that they would get word out once those figures are available for pre-order. Okay, so next up we have Rick Pellegrino. Basically, he is an artist, and he revealed two posters. Basically, the posters they're identical posters. The only difference is it's the color scheme. One is a little bit, I think it's like a little bit softer colors, but it's literally almost the same thing, just a little bit slightly different colors. And I think the top of one of the posters has like a little my God, special effect to it, like a makes it look like the paper has been crinkled or whatever the fuck you want to call it. The posters look nice, but I don't plan on buying them. I'm kind of too old for posters, I guess you could say. Besides, I don't really have the wall space. I've been putting up shelves all over the place to hold these goddamn figures. Okay, so we got some buzzworthy Bumblebee news. Okay, so they got a couple Target or a couple exclusive sets. These are Target, of course, since it's buzzworthy Bumblebee. The first set that they showed was the Studio Series 86 2-pack Ironhide and Prowl. Basically, they're the two figures that it's a slight alteration where they've been shot and damaged from the Transformers cartoon movie back in '86. And oh my God, I went on my rant earlier. I'm just gonna kind of condense it. I just find it funny that people are losing their fucking mind that they're calling this set morbid when in reality they probably did a lot worse with their imagination back in the 80s with their figures. But I'll move on. Up next, we have the 4-pack Troop Builder set. Basically, you're getting four basically troop. I'm guessing that they're not really they don't have names per se besides generic. I think like a Quintesson. You got a Seeker. I can't recall what the fucking Skullgrin that one is called, and then we got like an Auto Trooper. they're not meant to be like unique characters. They're just army builders, like the Seeker. Yeah. I plan on getting both of these if I see them. If not, that's okay. I'm not going to lose any sleep. I like the way that they look, but they're not worth. It's not worth my time pre-ordering them. Besides, Target doesn't have like any secure way of keeping them safe, and I live where porch pirates are, so I'm not going to pre-order something and have it come while I'm at work only for it to be stolen. No, fuck that. If Target actually followed the same way that Amazon did, then I'd probably order it if they had lockers at their store, but they don't. Next up, we got some additional pre-orders. Let's see here. Hold on, I'm going to take a quick drink. Okay, so we have some additional pre-orders, like I said. We have a special official licensed Volvo Optimus Prime. It's basically kind of a recolor of Santa Claus Prime or Santa Prime, whatever you want to call it. And we have a Generation Selects Voyager class Scavenger. This Generation Selects figure is going to be the last Generation Selects figure for this year. And I'll be honest, I don't think that they really released that many Generation Selects figures this year. I may be wrong though. I think the only other one was Infernicus. I think that's what it's the black. It's a black repaint Perceptor. Or Magnificus. That's what it was. Magnificus. And then finally, the end of show notes. They're saying that there could possibly be some more Wave 4 reveals at San Diego Comic-Con, which I'll be honest, it fucking pisses me off. Not everybody has the money or the time to go to San Diego Comic-Con. If you already have this fucking information, it's only fair that you just publicize it. Like, do another fucking fan stream or a video or something. It's not right to the consumer that you're going to hold it off until Comic-Con, when only a select amount of people can actually go there and watch, see what they are, because they have the time to waste to go there. People like me work. I don't have me and the other people who work do not have the time to go to Comic-Con. And I feel it's like a slap to the face of the consumer. Oh, what, you actually have a job that you use to help afford to pay for our products? Fuck you. You don't get to know what we're releasing next. If you came to Comic-Con, then you could. But you're a working schlub, so you don't get to know until later. Fuck you, you working piece of shit. And then they were fucking begging people at the end of this video. The fan stream. They were fucking begging people to go see Rise of the Beast, and you could definitely tell that was one of the bullet points that they had to talk about. They talked about it in the beginning of the fan stream, and then they're talking about it at the end. I'm wondering how the ticket sales really are doing. Because we only hear we hear what people want us to hear. We don't actually see behind the curtain. So the fact that they're begging hardcore, I'm wondering if that movie's not doing as good as they are implying that it is. Okay, everybody, but that is it for the recap. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back with a positive and negative. Okay, everybody, I am back. Oh my god, we are almost done with this. Holy shit, this is going to be going almost 3 hours. But then again, like I said, I kind of knew I was getting in store for. I just didn't realize how late it's getting. It's a little bit after 8 p.m. as I'm recording this. So let's get on to the positives and negatives now, shall we? So, under the positives, almost everything was pretty damn good. I'm even going to give the Rise of the Beast reveals, I'm going to put that into the positive. Even though I hate the figures and I don't like them, I can look at it as, and think of the, of the fandom and think what they would probably like. And I'm pretty sure that they're happy about those reveals. Like I said, I don't care about them, but then again, I don't speak for everyone. That's why I always say I and not we. I don't like it, but I'm sure, other people do like it. I love what we saw for Wave 4 of Legacy Evolution, all of them. Everything was pretty good, even the core class figures. I'm not going to buy them, but I think they look pretty damn nice. if you like posters, go to that guy's website, buy a poster. Help support an artist. The Buzzworthy Bumblebee, I'm definitely going to buy them if I see them. But due to Porch Pirates, I'm not going to pre-order them because odds are they get stolen before I can get home from work and get them. And then the additional pre-orders, the Volvo license Optimus Prime, and the Scavenger. Those were pretty damn awesome. Overall, I liked what was revealed. Even though I don't like Rise of the Beast, I can still give them credit. That they look decent. I think I may be softening a little bit, but as a fan, when I say they look decent, I'm not talking about from my perspective. I still think they look like shit. But I'm talking about as the other fans. They're probably going to like them because they probably look decent to them. Next, we have the negatives. Holy shit, there isn't that many negatives, but still there were some negatives. Begging people to see Rise of the Beast. I don't like to be pressured to do jack shit. So even if I was on the fence of seeing Rise of the Beast, which I'm not, I'm not going to see it. Like I said, the only time I'll see it is if it's on Hulu. I'm already paying for Hulu, so I might as well just look at it then, But if you're begging me to do something I'm not going to do, that's just going to fucking make me dig my heels in and not go at all. It's like, yeah, sorry, no thanks. The video was an hour and 4 minutes, I think I said it was. But however, the first 11 minutes and 53 seconds was literally just ads. And it wasn't like single ads. They had the same ads on repeat for a couple times around, which is unnecessary. You wasted the fans' time, the consumers' time, by making them wait almost 12 fucking minutes for you to get your video going. Next, even though I like what they revealed for Wave 4, I just wish we'd see a lot more. I think that they're holding back, and yes, I understand that they're holding back for Comic-Con, but like I said, not everybody can fucking make it to Comic-Con. And I think it's a slap to the face of the people who cannot make it to Comic-Con. So I wanted to see, a lot more, but I'm happy with what we got. I'm just hoping that we can see a little bit more later. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I know that this portion was pretty long, but like I said, it's almost 8:15 now, and I've been recording this on and off today since, oh god, when did I start recording this? I started recording at about 1:19 p.m. and it's a little bit after 8:10, so it's going to be almost 7 hours. And granted, I took a couple breaks to eat and rest and everything, but it's time for me to hit the hay pretty soon. So, but before I do that, I'm probably going to play some Warzone. But that was it. I cannot wait to see what comes out, what is in store next. I'm halfway expecting there to be another fan stream either around the end of July or the beginning of August. I'm pretty sure that we'll get another one in one of those time frames, because we're going to want to try to do one final push before the holiday season. So I figured, like I said, end of July, early August, we'll get the final fan stream, possibly for Legacy Evolution, before it goes to Legacy Universe or Uni or whatever the fuck it's called. And when they have that, you can guarantee I'm either going to do a replay of it or I'll do it live, just depending on what my schedule permits. But until next time, my name is Jeff, aka GCurse, wishing you all a great day. Stay safe, everybody. Peace out.